The complete guide to buying a house in 2023. The housing market and future trends in Canada. The housing market in Canada is constantly fluctuating. The National Home Price Index, for example, has risen by about 10% in the last year. The average house price in Toronto is $738,000 Canadian dollars, which is up from $685,000 Canadian dollars last year. Housing index in Canada decreased to 125.50 points in November 2022 from 120.70 points in October of 2022 based on Sources Statistics Canada. The housing market has always been an important aspect of Canadian society and has played a major role in shaping how we live our lives. With the recent changes brought on by the global financial crisis and the recent economic recovery, it's not surprising that we are seeing a shift in how Canadians are viewing their homes as both investments and places to live. While there is no one single factor that can be attributed to this trend, there are many factors that play into it, such as stricter mortgage rules, mortgage stress test. Canada introduced stricter mortgage rules in 2016, with the introduction of the mortgage stress test for all new mortgages. The stress test requires that borrowers qualify for a mortgage at a higher rate than their pre-approved rate. This means that the borrower would have to prove that they could still afford their home after an increase in interest rates, which is typically 2 percentage points higher than the rate at which they would be able to borrow. The higher interest rates means higher borrowing costs, but with housing pricing seeing a fall, this can be a good opportunity for a first-time home buyer. Meanwhile, Canada has imposed restrictions to foreign buyers purchasing property in all provinces of Canada. Further, the tightening of foreign buyer restrictions has decreased demand for homeownership by foreign investors and pushed first-time buyers into the market. Statistics released on 15 December 2022 by the Canadian Real Estate Association show national home sales were down on a month-over-month basis in November 2022. National home sales declined by 3.3% month-over-month in November 2022. Actual, not seasonally adjusted, monthly activity came in 38.9% below November 2021. The number of newly listed properties edged down 1.3% month-over-month. The MLS Home Price Index, HPI, declined by 1.4% month-over-month and was down 4.4% year-over-year. Having understood the current market, if you are buying a house for yourself and not for an investment, the market is in your favor. Most home buyers will be to afford the mortgage payments due to lower purchase pricing. With sales down month-over-month by a little more than new listings in November, the sales to new listings ratio eased back to 49.9% compared to 50.9% in October 2022. The ratio has remained close to around 50% since May. The long-term average for this measure is 55.1%. The Affordability Calculator is an online service that calculates how much a person can afford to spend on a house. There are three main components of the Affordability Calculator: the user's monthly income, the user's monthly expenses, the desired purchase price of the home. Visit https://www.cmhc-schl.gc.ca/ and search for affordability calculation to help you further in your home buying process. More and diverse supply across the housing system enables households to better match with housing they want and can afford. This keeps households from stretching their budgets to bid for living spaces in limited supply and that are highly priced. Not all new housing units need to be new construction, as there are alternative approaches to increasing housing supply. For example, co-living and intergenerational families living together could increase. Existing housing structures, industrial structures and retail spaces could also be redeveloped into multi-housing units. CMHC has a target to have more housing supply in 2030. This is what they call the business as usual case. You may contact your mortgage broker, who can give you further information on what home loan you can qualify for in today's market. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to encourage us make more videos to help you in your real estate decisions.